Civil society group Election Watch Ghana has also waded in on the conversation on vote buying. The group has described the incidents from the NDC Ayawaso East primaries as a threat to democratic integrity. We've been joined via Zoom by convener of Election Watch Ghana, Mark Ewusi, to speak to us on this development. Thanks for joining us, Mark. So
Thank you for having me.
Right, you have condemned the allegations of vote buying seen over the weekend. However, the NDC has taken steps to address this issue internally. What are your initial remarks on this move by the party?
Well, I think, let me say good afternoon to you and to our cherished viewers. I think it is long overdue that the Ghanaian Constitution and the Political Parties Act looks at banning or sanctioning individuals who are involved in inducements during our electoral process. In as much as we commend the NDC for their prompt condemnation of the act, we want them to take the word at their back and ensure that actions are taken against those individuals. Now, the party's commitment to discipline, probity, and accountability is now being monitored by the Ghanaian people. And so if they fail to bring these people to book and give them the necessary punishment that's required of them, I think Ghanaians will lose trust in them. And so doing, we are also looking at the sections of the Constitution or the People's Representation Law. Section 33, it prohibits vote buying during general elections. Unfortunately, it does not prohibit vote buying in internal elections. And so this has created a loophole within an environment where candidates are emboldened to engage in such malpractice. And some of these things compromises the fairness and transparency that's required in our electoral process. And so we are requesting that the NDC should promptly look into the matter, investigate, and sanction the people who will be found guilty. Again, we want the Electoral Commission to investigate this issue because the Constitution grants them the power to manage political parties. And so if these acts have gone on, the Section 33 requires that the Electoral Commission conduct an investigation and put before the parties the punitive measures or sanctions that is required. Now, one thing that we would want to also look at is that this will amount to matters of criminality. And so we request that the criminal department, which is the CID, to collaborate with the Office of the Special Prosecutor, because in this case, it has become a politically influenced people. And so it is important that the OSP comes into this. But I think the OSP's issue of investigating this matter, I think they jumped the gun. They should have relaxed because this is purely the mandate of the Electoral Commission. I hear the majority in Parliament also issuing a statement that after the findings of the committee, the election should be annulled. And I'm asking on what grounds? On what grounds are they calling for the annulment of the result when we have not yet received the report of the investigation? Perhaps the investigation report that will come up will not perhaps prescribe that the election should be annulled. It may be that the report would request that or require that these people are banned from contesting positions in the party for a while, or their membership be suspended for a while and all that. So I am so surprised that majority has come out stating their position and that the election should be annulled. I think they jumped the gun. They should allow the process to work. And before I end, and make sure that we are able to amend the Political Parties Act, okay, to ban vote buying in internal party elections.
So, Mark, for you, if annulling the result will not really send a strong message, what kind of punitive punishment should be given, I mean, internally by the party before we come to the criminal aspect of this conversation?
I think that the party itself has code of conduct. They have a constitution that guides them. I do not know the exact punishment that will be meted against this individual. Perhaps it may be after the investigative report is out. And I'm sure it will be spelled out clearly in their constitution what type of punishment should be meted against these individuals based on the committee's report.
Grateful for your time. Grateful for your time, Mark Ewusi, Election Watch Ghana, having that conversation with us with regards to the just ended Ayawaso East NDC primary.